Good afternoon from the National Weather Service office in Gaylord, Michigan. Welcome to the latest hazardous weather briefing. Today is Friday, March 15th, 2013. As we take a look at the hazardous weather highlights, we do have a potential late winter storm that's going to affect most of eastern upper and portions of northern lower Michigan. The timing is still Monday into Tuesday, and right now the details are uncertain as to how this is going to transpire. Most of the snow, at least with this afternoon's computer run, would show it ending up in eastern upper Michigan with moderate amounts up there and light to moderate amounts in northern lower Michigan. Of course, right after that, though, and this is for the second computer run in a row, that the models are showing some sort of possible accumulating lake effect snow event that would affect both eastern upper and northwest lower Michigan Tuesday night into Thursday. That's still pretty uncertain. There could be a lot of dry air that could get in there. We could see temperatures change so that it wouldn't work. We'll just have to see how this goes the closer we get into it. So to get into the details, at least looking at the maps, we did have the cold front that's gone through here. The colder air is coming in, although since the winds are more out of the north, we've actually become partly sunny down the center part of the state and in portions of eastern upper Michigan, while other areas are experiencing some lake effect snow showers across the region. As we get into Saturday evening, though, the first of the Clipper systems comes through. It brings some snow around. Looks like it's going to be mainly light amounts. It's not going to be a big deal. And then that big high pressure system in behind it is going to then push everything through, and it's going to dry things out and keep most of the next system out of the way. As we take a look at Sunday evening's map, and that's just what that high is going to do. However, if you look off to the west there in the Dakotas, we start seeing the formulation of the next system, which by Tuesday morning will be in eastern Lake Superior. As this thing goes through, most of the snow looks like it should end up in eastern upper Michigan Monday night into Tuesday. However, once it gets past us and we are into Wednesday morning, then we get into the lake effect, and this pattern may set up at least through Thursday. It looks like Friday-Saturday time frame will probably start to dry out some, but we'll have to see. And as I mentioned before, you see all that high pressure that just keeps diving down out of Canada. That's usually pretty cold air that comes in behind some of these fronts, and that is at least what the computer models are trying to say out through the rest of the month. We'll see how that works, but at least this has been the trend that's been going on, and so the climate prediction people in Washington, D.C. have been lowering expectations on what we're going to see for temperatures. Not going to be an early spring. So as we get into it, the Friday into Monday time frame, we do see that there's going to be some precipitation. Doesn't look like a huge amount, but enough that we could end up with some snow because everything will be cold enough for it, but most of the precipitation is going to end up down in the Ohio Valley. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a huge threat to us, at least initially, for over the 3-day period. However, what we do want to highlight here with our weather story graphic is Monday and Tuesday we have the accumulating snows just about everywhere. As I said, this computer model run has shown that it's going to be mostly eastern upper Michigan. We'll see how that pans out. But then after that, Tuesday night into Thursday, we could see some accumulating lake effect snow. Again, it's going to be the thing that we're going to have to watch for, because if the cold air does come down through there and we get the right wind directions, which the models are trying to tell us, that's going to be a problem. So the hazard outlook is going to be periods of accumulating snow, possible freezing drizzle. That's all going to be thrown in there on Monday and Tuesday, and then possible accumulating snow on Tuesday night through Thursday time frame. That concludes this afternoon's hazardous weather briefing. Thanks for listening in. You can see the next one around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, you can find us on our website at weather.gov/Gaylord, or you can ask us questions on Twitter and Facebook.